Hello, my name is JeYi Kim and my student ID is 2019-01049. Today, I'm gonna presentation about how we can make Silicon Valley intelligent. I divide the content three parts, which is globalization, why, and Silicon Valley. We took and learned about business communication across cultures because of our world is now global. Globalization means is that a phenomenon in which many countries around the world exchange a lot with each other in various fields such as politics, economy, society, culture, and science. I think it is the development of the internet and the transportation that has had a big impact on globalization. Then, why I choose Silicon Valley as a topic. In the Silicon Valley has a varied race. In 2019 survey, there were 34% Asian, 34% white, 25% Hispanic and Latino, 2% Black or African American, and 5% multiples and others. So that means we can use everything we have learned in this course, such as presentation slide, good, bad, perceived news, meetings, globalization, and intercultural communication, who decide and how, organizational culture, negotiating decision, and managing conflict in multicultural teams. And that problem relate to what we have learned in class can occur a few times in Silicon Valley. Why Daejeon, not Seoul or Busan? Daejeon is located in the middle of South Korea, and it is easy to interact with metropolitan cities such as Seoul, Busan, or Incheon. And KAIST in Daejeon is a science and engineering reach-oriented university in Korea, and it's designed as another public institution under the Ministry of Science and IT. Since KAIST produces massive talented students in science and IT, it is easy to attain superb human resources. Useonggu is a special science and technology R&D zone and planning city in Daejeon. Useong has played a key role in raising Korea's scientific competitiveness to the world's third largest for the past 40 years. For this kind of reason, we think Daejeon is the most appropriate city to establish Silicon Valley. Why is it difficult to make global Silicon Valley in Korea? I would like to say briefly in three ways, which is E7 visa, standard of hiring foreigner employees, and atmosphere in working place. E7 visa is more difficult to obtain permission than a foreigner who graduates from a foreign university. In addition, a bachelor's degree must have at least 1 year of experience and a master's degree to avoid the need for experience. If you are not in that division, you need more than 5 years of experience. In order for the company to use foreigner as employees, Korean 5 employees must already exist. If they want to hire foreign employees, they must hire employees within 20% of the Korean employees. 5 employees should also be confined to have worked for more than 3 months. And if the full major insurance policies are not more than 3 months, it is almost impossible to invite foreigners. Korea is one of the most hierarchical countries, and each country has different way of making decisions, but Korea mainly use top-down decisions. Therefore, it can be difficult for countries to hold out which pursuing a way to decide after sharing various opinions. In Korea, even if the boss gives the wrong opinion, it is difficult to try to correct the wrong or express it wrong. In addition, if it is a foreign company or not, most executives are Korean executives rather than giving foreigners a fair chance. So, how should it change? In the E7 part, if there are foreigners who stand out in IT, they are making exceptions that can be invited regardless of their experience or degree. In addition, a standard of hiring foreigner employees. In the case of startup, government tried to reduce the months of 4 major insurance or reduce the employment period of 5 employees and decrease or get rid of standard percentage of Korean and foreigners. In atmosphere part, firstly, we have to understand and respect each country's background and culture. Also, give fairness to be promoted and doing a leadership program for all employees. What additional welfare would there be? For working couples, supporting the cost of a babysitter who can speak their language. In fact, there is a way for Koreans to hire only babysitters because there is a standard for hiring foreign employees because they are worried about Koreans' employment. In addition, the company established an institution where children can be entrusted, creating an atmosphere where employees can work comfortably and produce results. In addition, Silicon Valley's education method is free tech. And in Korea, elementary or middle school or high schools that only using English are very rare. So establishing an international school which using only English and class that use Silicon education that can only be used by children in Daejeon, Silicon Valley. The complex will provide the facilities for learning various Korean cultures and a gym or can do sports such as swimming or basketball. Also, there are restaurants that sell food from various countries. As mentioned in the babysitter earlier, the government supports most Koreans to get a job or start a business at that complex. Thanks for listening my presentation.